Hi, everybody. So, I know that a lot of us struggle with overthinking, and I just wanted to explain how this works. And I think this will really help you and get out of your overthinking and move past it. So, when we think about why we overthink and how that actually happens, if you carefully observe it, you will find that it mostly starts with one thought. And one thought goes into another, and into another, and into another. And soon you have like a train of thoughts running through your mind, and sometimes it becomes so chaotic, and you're just not able to move beyond it and break that chain. So, the key, and often we are told that, stop thinking. And I understand it's not so easy because stopping to think is something like, you're trying to push a button that doesn't exist. There's your mind usually is not so obedient. So the key to stop overthinking and get out of that chaotic train is to just step back and observe. Think of yourself, and this will take some time and practice. But when you're starting out, the first step is to just step back and observe. Observe your mind. Just observe what is it telling you without believing that all of it is true. Yes, that's the first thing that you can do. And once you do that, you will see that not everything that your brain and your mind is coming up with as ideas and possibilities and what can go wrong and what cannot go wrong and what may happen tomorrow, and oh my god, I how could I miss that, why didn't I do that? It's all a story. The past does not exist, yet we find ourselves playing and replaying everything and so much of what we've gone through in our life time and again at different moments. And that is something that our brain is used to. So the next level of this is to understand the function of our mind and our brain. So if you really look at it, it is, our brain is obviously a very complex organ of our body, and it serves a purpose, a very important purpose. Practically, you will see that it houses your memories, it houses, um, you know, directions, it houses all the knowledge and whatever you need to operate as a human being. And often, if you read deep into it, you will find that it develops links through life. So when you must have seen a little child, and they often don't know what to touch and what not to touch, whether is it hot, if there is like a cup of tea in front of them, is it going to harm them or not? That's because they haven't developed that link yet of, if I touch it, it's going to harm me. So through life, as we go on, we learn that and we develop those links. So when those sort of similar looking stimuli or situations or events happen in our life again, we our mind links it back to danger. So if you have learned that it is, you should not be touching like a hot cup of tea, and this is a very preliminary example, but if you are presented with a similar looking cup later on, even though it may not be a hot drink, your first reaction will always be, oh my god, that's something I have to be careful of. um, Similarly, so many times, when we feel hurt in our life, when we feel like things haven't gone our way, and we've been put into situations that were very uncomfortable and that really made us go through very uncomfortable feelings, the similar kind of situations, when they present themselves in life, which usually they do, we always, our first reaction is resistance, right? We don't want to go into it. Our brain just goes off in a very flight mode, fight or flight mode, and then it just, the sirens go off and we go in a very chaotic mind and thought process. So, and that's natural. That's as part of a body. It just is given to us. It's a faculty of this human experience. And so it does serve a purpose, an important purpose, but there is wisdom that lies beyond your mind and brain, within you. Yes, I know it sounds really, no, but trust me, it does. You are wise. You have had experiences. You have grown through them. You have learned through them. And your mind will always tell you and probably send you in a fight or flight mode. But when that happens, just take a few moments and be with that thought. Don't react immediately, just be with it. And you will find that a lot of times what our mind is telling us is not true. It's not going to happen. And as somebody said, more than half of the things, or most of the things that we imagine can go wrong, they never do. True, that is true. I've experienced that and observed that within my own life. So, when was the last time you imagined the worst and that didn't really happen? So, our brain is wired and created and coded that way, like a software is, to make all that calculation and tell you everything in advance and try and predict what's going to happen, and keep you safe. It's designed to keep us safe and designed to learn from whatever we go through. But it doesn't mean that everything that it is telling us is true. So just be kind to yourself. And I'll do another post on how to be kind to your mind, because when you try and fight it, you'll see it doesn't work. So take the first step, look at your thoughts, observe them, step back, and just see. Don't react. You will automatically know what is the next best action, or next best nothing to do when you do that. Sending you lots of love. Spread the love, spread the life. And if you need more help and support, drop a comment in the comment section and I'll send you a link to where you can connect with me and work with me deeper. I also help people with their problems with life coaching and how to attain real freedom and live their best life. Lots of love.